What's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl DOPEaxxPANA, and today I'm going to show you guys how I do my low sleek ponytail. And I did put a braid down the center of it just to give it a little style and something different. And to complete this, I'm using Vanti's Edge Effects, and this is just an edge control that I use to help me braid. It helps get my braid tighter, and then I'm also going to use it to lay my hair down.
Be there for you when you need me, boy. So baby, don't you leave, don't take it personal, baby.
Next, I'm going to go in with Murray's Beeswax, and I'm just using this to help me lay down the middle section of my hair because I did do like a light straighten on it, but it's not super straightened, and so this just kind of helps me get it super flat. And typically I don't like to use Murray's Edge Wax just because it's super hard to get out of your hair, but I was like, whatever, I'll try it today. Next, on top of that, I'm going to go in with some more Vanti Silk Effects to help me lay it down, and this is how I'm going to create my ponytail. And right now, I'm not really focusing on my edges because I'm going to go back through and do those, but I'm just trying to get me like a super nice, low, sleek ponytail.
An hour or two, an hour with you. Why you bothering me when you know you don't want me? Why you bothering me when you know you got a woman? Why you hit me when you know you know?
So here I'm going to go in with my edge brush that I got from my local beauty supply, and guys, I love this thing. Like, one side is a brush and the other side is a comb, and you just basically use it to do your edges, and it literally saved my life. Like, I'm not the best at doing edges, and it kind of just helps me out a lot. So I'll link it in the description section so you guys can check it out. If you are somebody who likes your baby hairs like fleeked, this will for sure help you out, and it was super cheap. It was like a couple bucks. So yeah, I don't even really know what design I was trying to do with my edges. I just didn't want it to be like straight down, so I kind of like swooped it around a little bit. But I don't really have baby hair, so I just gotta kind of, you know, get creative. But I found that, you know, when I do put edges on, it kind of takes away from my forehead because, y'all, my forehead is like poking. So I do kind of like to do my edges like just in a little design every now and then just to kind of take away from that.
You're here with me, boy, it don't get no better than you, for you. I wanna take my time all night, baby, you should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want.
So I'm gonna go in with Spritz now, and I'm gonna spray that and just tie it down to let my edges set. I kind of just brushed it to make sure it was super smooth, and I'm gonna take these styling strips and I'm gonna tie them around just to hold my edges while I do the actual ponytail part. And so my natural hair that was left out, I actually braided it and secured it with a rubber band. And then I'm taking another styling strip and I'm gonna wrap that around the braid. And the reason why is because I'm going to be gluing on the bundles. It's just so much easier than sewing it for me. And so you put the styling strip on and you secure that with rubber bands. And for this ponytail, I used 3. And I'm gonna be using the same bundles that I received from Longqi Hair, guys. I've had these for a month and they are still rocking and popping, still curly. And so I just washed and conditioned it, and I'm gonna use this for my ponytail, and it will be a lot thicker than this. Like right now it's damp, so the bundle does look thin, but the ponytail will be super nice and full. To glue this on, I'm going to be using my 30-second Super Bond hair glue. And guys, this is where I fucked up. So this is how I usually do it when I'm working on a client. I just basically put the glue directly onto the styling strip and kind of rub it all the way down. That way I don't have to do it as I'm going, because normally, like, basically you would put the glue on the weft of the track, but y'all, like, I couldn't see what I was doing. And it was in that moment that I was like, okay, like, that was a fail. But you know, I kept rocking with it, and basically I was just wrapping the weft around the braid. And this is why it's so much easier, because the glue is already there, so all you have to do is wrap. But it also doesn't work if you can't really see what you're doing, and so it was just a hot ass mess. And this is why I said it was a fail, not because like the finished product turned out bad, because it really didn't, but just the process was like, I'm never doing it like this again. So hopefully you guys can peep this and learn from my mistakes, and yeah. So I decided to like stand up just because the bundles kept getting tangled, and wrap it around. And obviously, like, well, I've done this on myself before for a high ponytail. It's a little different with a low ponytail, because a high ponytail I can see more, but this was just like, oh no. So I know this is like a little hard to see what I'm doing, but basically all I'm doing is taking that bundle and wrapping it around, and the glue is already on the braid, so it is gonna hold, and it is natural for your bundle to tangle a little bit as you're wrapping it. So I'm just running my fingers through just to make sure I get out all those like kinks and tangles, and I'm gonna literally do this all the way until I get to the top of my head. So y'all, I was almost at the top. I decided to like rub some more on there and like do it again. And then as I was wrapping, like, I don't know how I got off, but like I skipped a whole section, which I didn't even realize until it was right there. You see how I skipped that whole section? So I didn't even realize until my hair was done, and I did go back and fix it, but I was just like, oh my God, like, what was happening?
All night, baby, you should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want and need. Baby, good love.
Okay, so the last thing for the ponytail, you want to wrap a piece from underneath around just to cover up that top track and the hair tie. And so I put a bunch of spritz on there because obviously you want it to like hold without you having to like rubber band it or anything. And I'm kind of just wrapping it around the top section. When you get to like the last piece, you want to spray like some extra spritz on it just to make sure you help keep it down. And it wasn't covering all the way, so I just decided to put another piece, and that's totally fine. You just want to make sure whatever piece you put on top, it's nice and flat and laid down with like no bumps or anything in it.
Love, 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 love.
So yeah, y'all, this is the finished ponytail. I decided to like jazz up that middle braid a little bit just to like make it look a little better and not super plain and boring. And I am showing you guys the curly ponytail here, but I am gonna straighten it at the end of this video just because it was my birthday and I was like, I'm about to do the most and I wanted it to be super sleek. I actually liked it better curly, but once I straightened it, it was like damn near time to go. So I was like, oh well, you're staying straight. So in these last couple clips here, I am going to show you how I straightened the hair, and I did like a couple passes on it, but I tried not to do too many just because I wanted the curls to come back after I washed it again. And this hair didn't get like bone straight. It was more of a natural straight with like a slight wave to it. And I went over it like, actually ended up going over it more than 2 times because I wanted to try to get it even more sleek than what it was. So if you are someone who likes like a bone straight hair, then this is definitely not gonna do that for you. And as the night progressed, it did get like a little more of a wavy texture to it. So yeah.
When you know you got a woman, why you hit me when you know better? You know better, know you grew better. Love, 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 long as we got love, 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 long as we've got. Baby, the sound of you, better than a harmony, yeah. I want you off my mind and on me, holding me closer than we've ever been before. This ain't a dream, you're here with me. Boy, it don't get no better than.
So yeah, guys, this is the finished look. Even in this ponytail here, you can kind of see like the waves that I was talking about. Some pieces I might have just missed, but it did have like a wavy straight to it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Learn from my mistakes, guys. Like literally put the glue directly on the bundle. Don't be trying to do no like speed it up type shit like me. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in my next video. Thanks so much. Bye.